Okay, here's a quick look at fuzzy merge and fuzzy dedupe in row 64. So row 64 has a ton of presets where you can go in and manipulate data frames. We have a bunch here that relate to merging. So you can see the mergey ones here. I'm going to run a regular fuzzy merge to start. And you can see basically if I run this is these formulas that we're making. And I go and run it, and it's taken a bunch of basically spelling mistakes. If we look at the original input data, we've got a spelling mistake, and just as an example, we've connected it to a city, or this could be any kind of piece of data that you're merging. And when it outputs it, it matches the spelling mistake with the correct words. And this happens a lot with addresses. This happens with names. This happens with all kind of scenarios where you're merging data. So this is very valuable. And we can also see that this is generating Python for us. We can look at this, and some of these are fairly sophisticated operations it's doing. It generated quite a bit of Python off of a small amount of formula syntax. So it's very easy to use these kind of recipes up here. So if we look at another common area, which is to do duplicate removal, so we'll just run a simple example. So here we're removing these duplicates. So you can see here that the NHL 13, so this is a list of game titles. So this is here twice, and I just run a little recipe here off our presets that's going to remove those duplicates. So that's all well and good, but let's take a harder example where they're not exactly the same. And again, this happens in data. You've got duplicate records from different data sources, and you need a fuzzy remove duplicates. So if we run this, we can see from our input, we've got a whole bunch of company names here that are spelled differently. They came from different suppliers. This often happens when people manually input data. And you can see, here's their order description. So it went and merged that together, and also tells us what it merged here. So we can see, okay, building supplies merged together these misspellings through fuzzy dedupe. We can come in, if we look at our dual view, then we can look, this is actually a very complex operation and produce quite a bit of Python. And we can come in here and modify this. So this is a very loose fuzzy dedupe, but if we do a tighter one, it'll be, and you can see as we change our formula syntax, it's changing the Python. It's gone in and produced, when we look at it, it has multiple. It didn't merge together building supplies PTY and LTD. It found them to be different enough, but it did some of the joins there. So these are two examples of fuzzy searches in row 64. We also have some very powerful and fast fuzzy search technology, and I hope you enjoyed the video.